G'day guys, Wayne Dyson from BridgeWorks. Look, I'm really pleased to present a series of 10 videos that are looking at the future workplace. How's it shaping up? How can you be best prepared for it? What do you know about it anyway? So what I wanted to do is to give you some really good up-to-date information about the trends and what this means for us as leaders, what this means for business and being able to really exploit these opportunities. And there's some massive opportunities. I mean, I picked up the paper the other day and I read about a guy named Elliot. Now, Elliot's only 20 years of age. Elliot's making $108,000 just by playing video games in his bedroom at home. Now, if that doesn't suggest that the future is changing, well, I'll go he. So, anyway, we can't all be Elliots, and in fact, it gets a bit boring in the bedroom anyway, doesn't it? So, what I'm going to be presenting are four themes that really outline where the future's heading in terms of workplaces. And the four themes are the ideal workplace, empowered culture, intuitive connection, and agile workplaces. Four key themes that really are going to dictate the future. Today I'm going to talk about the ideal workplace. So I'm going to talk about two trends that really dictate what is happening. And the first trend is learning by doing. So we've actually got a younger generation that are coming through who are very savvy when it comes to technology. But you know what? They're very, very good at collaboration. They're very good at being able to bounce off each other, and the ideas are instantaneous. Now, back in our day, we know that collaboration's important, but the journey is a lot longer and is dragged along. These days, it's a sharper and more efficient way of getting a collaboration of ideas, a diversity of people and opinions and views. People learning and growing on the job is going to be a big part of the future workplace. So it's interesting, but I just thought about a story. I worked with a company a few years ago over in Bali. Had a conference over there, 150 people, $200 million company. As part of the program, I actually paired people up, mentored. The CEO of the company actually got mentored with what was called the wrapper. Now, the wrapper is the guy that wraps the cartons as they go into the trucks on dispatch. And interestingly, at the end of the 4-day conference, the CEO said, I learnt more from that wrapper in these 4 days about my business and about where it is and where it needs to go than I have in the years that I've been in this business. So that really told me a lot about if we can actually have a system and process of collaborating ideas and the rest of it, then we're really going to hit big time. And that's what's happening with technology. Technology is allowing that collaboration. So the second area, second trend that's happening is what's called the skills marketplace. Now, I don't know about you, but if you've stayed at an Airbnb or used an Uber taxi, you actually get assessed as a customer, as well as us, of course, assessing the service that we received. So to me, transparency is so much more higher than what it was in the early days. So it's going to be a lot easier to be able to see the skills and the talents and the experience that we have with workers and be able to match them up more efficiently with the job to be done. And this is a big trend that's coming through. So guys, what does that mean in terms of us as leaders? Well, it means a lot. And I'm glad to say that as a business, we've been dealing with these two particular trends for quite a few years. First, the trend of being a facilitator of a diverse group of people. So being able to facilitate people in a way where we're asking the great questions, we're getting people to contribute, we're getting people empowered, we're getting them to actually help us to build the culture that we want that works best for them. And that's been really fast-tracked, I'm excited to say. The second tool which we use on particularly our Leadership Now program is what's called How Others See Me. You know, I talked about the transparency. Well, that is going to be a very big part of your leadership. How do people see you? What strengths do they see you in? What weaknesses do they see? The How Others See Me gives you a very good quality data about how people see you, what you need to increase and improve your leadership, and of course it fits in perfectly with the future workplace. Guys, that's the first two trends under the ideal workplace. Next week I'm going to deal with another two trends about the ideal workplace. Again, some really good juicy bits that are going to help and prepare you for the future. Look forward to you joining me next week. See ya.